Logan Paul has somehow gotten worse and is apparently now harassing retail workers. So last time we talked about Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast, and the whole situation of people finding mold in their lunchleys and allegedly one person even getting severely sick after consuming lunchly. But we have a whole bunch of new updates. So guys, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get into it. Basically, Logan Paul uploaded a video doxing and harassing a retail worker, as well as we have some updates on the whole Ludwig exposing Logan Paul situation. Anyway, let's get started with Logan's tweet and him saying that lunchly was recalled with the video he attached under it.
Alright, this is the best one yet. According to Accusations, various retail stores have recalled lunchly products due to FDA's concerns. The sign in the tweet reads, due to public health concerns, the FDA has recalled lunchly products. We will restock as soon as deemed fit for consumption and ship through our warehouses. But that's so weird because FDA recalls are public by law. And as you can see, lunchly is not on the FDA recall list. So hold up, that means that this sign is fake. Somebody typed up and printed out a 100% lie about lunchly being recalled, taped it to the fridge, then a picture of it was taken by someone else and posted on social media as if it were real. Community notes, where you at? Anyway, I had my forensics team look into it and they were able to find the exact location where this allegedly took place by photo matching the tweet with the gray door handle and the sales labels. Then we cross-referenced it with the locations that we distribute to. It's a Fred Meyer, and I had someone go there. Boom, exact match. Same door handle, same tag, same products even, but hold on, where is the FDA recall sign? Also, we can see the sales data. After lunchly was recalled, it wasn't, but after that sign was posted, we continued to sell out all of the lunchlies that hit the shelves in that store. So who put that fake sign up? Turns out it was an employee named who said this when we confronted him, and I quote, that was like kind of rumorized, I guess, through around here, but we had seen a posting about that, but I was the one who had written that, but since we got lunchly back, it's been taken down. When it comes down to the actual, like, I guess, accountability of it, it was a rumor that was up in the air. Since we had heard that the FDA whole thing was kaput, we took it down. Yeah, it was more of like it wasn't like anyway. Hater or dumbass? I don't know, maybe both. Oh, and I also saw this video.
As of right now, it is believed that all of the lunchlies are being discontinued in various stores.
Yeah, that's also not true. Turkey Stack'ems are not discontinued. Stores are selling them as we speak, and they're also still on Kroger's website, which would be crazy for an item that's discontinued. Hey, and look, I know some people are driving up to 130 miles just to find lunchly, but please be patient as we try to ramp up production to meet the demand. But it's just crazy to me that we're a $4 lunch kit, and in the first 4 weeks, our headquarters had a bomb threat. The FBI has identified the individual. He's based in London, which is crazy because we don't even distribute there. A fabricated FDA recall that never happened. An attention-hungry little clout goblin who has made it her entire identity to speak negatively on all things Mr. Beast. And we'd love to think this is all just a coincidence, but it's not. We call it cap. The fact is, the USDA inspects every finished food lot and approves it before even leaving our facility. And yes, it's possible that issues happen in transit, like a seal breaking or at the store level with rough handling. But just like any produce you buy, problems can arise, and our retail partners are great. They'll offer a full refund, and we are happy to assist anyone at any time if you email our customer service. But at the end of the day, the product speaks for itself. In our first 5 weeks in Kroger, we've already outsold Lunchables and comparable SKUs that also sell drinks inside. We're gonna keep innovating and improving our product as we attempt to disrupt this archaic industry that's been run by the same corporate giants for the past 120 years. It is a new era, and the ops are gonna have to try harder.
Now, let's not forget that it had already been community noted when Logan Paul decided to respond, meaning that it had already been marked as misinformation and there was no need for Logan to do any of that. Personally, I think that Logan was just trying to take advantage of the moment and get that as some free advertising, if you get what I'm saying. For those of you who are curious about what the actual community note said, here it is for you. According to the employee in question, the sign was hung up during the current listeria situation. The employee and his manager assumed that lunchly had been recalled, so that's why they decided to put that up there. Once they found out that it was false, it was removed. The store had received full restock and everything was fine. The employee made a mistake, he owned up to it, it really should have been left at that. So basically, what I'm hearing is that Casey, which was the Fred Meyer worker, was just trying to protect his community from a potential listeria outbreak. So he put the sign up with instructions from his manager, let's highlight that right there, and is now absolutely getting demolished because of that. Now, the crazy part is that sign that we saw all over Twitter that's trending wasn't even posted by him. He didn't take the photo, he didn't even post it online. In fact, it was actually a random customer that decided to take the liberty to post that all over Twitter. Again, Casey, the Fred Meyer worker, had no idea this was even happening. He doesn't even have any relation to the guy whatsoever. Casey, the Fred Meyer's worker, wasn't trying to destroy the Lunchly brand at all. This was just a simple mistake. That's really what it was. In fact, that mistake was fixed so so quickly that by the time Logan's representatives got down there, it had already been removed. Everything was restocked and fine, so what was the problem here? We call that Logan being extra. Now again, Logan could have tried to address this situation privately, but no. We have to get every little bit of clout, advertising, and attention we can. So what does Logan Paul decide to do here? He decides to borderline dox the guy, find his exact location, and post pictures all over online of the guy, and essentially sticks his whole crazy fan base on him. Oh, and not to mention he got the guy suspended from his job, maybe potentially even fired. Now once again, here's the definition of doxing: searching for and publishing any private information of an individual all over the internet, typically with a malicious intent. That kind of seems what Logan was doing here, almost to a T. But I mean, that's definitely not something normal people just go around doing, especially when you're such a big name like Logan Paul. Now, Rosanna Pansino actually interviewed the Fred Meyer employee Casey, and he basically goes on to elaborate what really happened in the whole situation at the Fred Meyers.
Pretty upsetting that Logan Paul is showing the outside of the store as well as posting pictures from the employee's personal social media account. Was that really necessary? It is super creepy for a massive public persona to go to a private individual's social media accounts and then post pictures of them publicly to shame them.
October, there was a listeria outbreak at a major chicken distributor. And so over the course of the beginning of October, there was numerous recalls issued for a bunch of different brands due to contaminated chicken. And I was the one that was put in charge of overseeing pulling the recalled items from the shelves and posting signs. Should I post a sign, do you think? And he's like, well, it's going to take me a sec because I'm super busy. I'm going to have to look for the sign, but I do believe that it was on the recall list. So you can go ahead and do that, and I will I will find the actual recall notice and put it up, and if it's not been, I'll pull it down. I heard that somebody had taken a photo of this and posted it online, and I found this out by a Lunchly's representative that came into my work at like 9 at night and was asking me a bunch of really odd questions. And it was starting to get a little borderline harassing because I was in the back room and he followed me into the back room to ask me if I had known about numerous different people, specifically this other person named Casey, which I thought was strange, and I don't have a Twitter account.
So essentially, Buddy had no malicious intent at all whatsoever. He wasn't trying to damage Lunchly's reputation like half of y'all were saying. That was not the case at all. He was simply just trying to do the right thing. Again, it was a random guy off the internet who took the picture and posted it on Twitter. It was not the Fred Meyers employee Casey. Let's just get that clear. Now, the funny thing is to me that Logan Paul even admits in the TikTok that the picture that was trending all over Twitter did not affect his sales at all.
After Lunchly was recalled, it wasn't, but after that sign was posted, we continued to sell out all of the Lunchlys that hit the shelves in that store.
Like, not even a little bit. So I don't even know why Logan's making this such a big deal. Again, I do know. He's simply just trying to use this as a moment to get extra advertising to Lunchly. I mean, come on, the guy made a mistake and it's not as nearly as bad as all the ones Logan's made in the past. Let's not even go down that list. But once again, Logan Paul could have addressed this in a professional manner, but no. What did he decide to do? He decided to actually make fun of the way Casey, the Fred Meyer worker, talked, as well as send his Fred Meyer employee down there and essentially harass the guy and basically interrogate him.
From what I could tell, the entirety of his video was based off of like the first 30 seconds of our interaction where I was caught off guard, and then after also pressing me for the same answer over and over until they got a very simplified version of it. Because what I had said to them was that it was a mistake on my behalf, to which I will ask my managers to retrain me on the recalling process, and overall it will not happen again, and I can see how it affected your brand negatively. I thought that they were going to operate in good faith is the thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, how many Lunchly items total do you think that your store received? Like, Logan showed about $100 in sales at your store. Is that roughly accurate?
I would say so. Ultimately, it didn't seem like the sign had any effect on his sales, and even he, in his own video, said that. He pointed out that the sales weren't affected by this whole thing. So, I'm a little confused as to the anger and the frustration coming from him, because it's like, you do realize that people make mistakes, right? And that I'm not an idiot just because I made a mistake.
Right.
Calling me a dumbass hit a little hard, considering I'm autistic, and so it's one of those things that oftentimes I have trouble communicating myself, and that's just the thing. Is if you come up to me in a confrontational manner, it disturbs my equilibrium. Yeah, I'm sure anybody in that situation could understand.
After you posted the sign, were you the one who took the photo and posted it?
His goal was to use me as a commercial, and I'm a free commercial to the guy. And ultimately, it was a dehumanizing thing to see myself used as a puppet, because that's exactly what he was doing.
That's why he was muttering and stuttering so much in the video, he said. They came in super aggressive when all they had to do was calmly ask what happened and ask them to take it down. There was no need for all that at all. Now, taking a simple, honest mistake and using it to absolutely destroy somebody's life is crazy. And if we applied that same standard to Logan, Buddy definitely would have had his life ruined about 80 times by now. Now, next, I'm gonna show you guys some clips of the Fred Meyer employee, Casey, basically addressing the whole doxing situation and everything that happened with that.
Photos of you and the store Logan shared in his video accurate?
They were, yeah. Yeah, he showed the front of my store, which if you can geo-track based off of handles and store fixtures, I'm pretty sure you can geo-track based off of that. So my safety is kind of, I feel, in jeopardy, because he's got some pretty crazy fans. And I'm sure everybody does. Now that I'm suspended, it's making things a little bit more taxing, especially wanting to provide for children.
Now, I truly do feel bad for this guy. He's not like Logan Paul, who just has infinite amount of money flowing in every single day. Unfortunately, this is definitely going to affect him, because let's not forget, Logan Paul got the guy suspension and potentially fired for a simple mistake. Like, Rosanna actually did something incredibly nice for Casey, the Fred Meyer employee, which was basically setting up that GoFundMe for Casey to help him out until he can find another job. And I mean, honestly, this is just so uplifting to see that when we need to, we can come as a community to lift each other up and help each other in times of need. Because again, we have raised a staggering $10,000 to help Casey during this rough time. Again, that's just absolutely incredible in such a short period of time as well. But anyway, that GoFundMe is still up, so if you feel delegated to donate, it is still up if you want to. Now again, back to the Logan Paul situation. I do get that the sign may have ruined Logan Paul's reputation a tad, but can you not just say it was a mistake and move on from there? Which again, this mistake wasn't even really his fault. He was just simply following what his manager had insisted him to do. I mean, if he didn't listen at that point, that would just be in compliance. So he didn't really have much choice in this situation. Now, moving on, I have some comments that people had on the whole situation. Like, here's what Rosanna had to say. Please support Casey's GoFundMe. At the time of posting this, he's currently suspended without pay. And this is all because of Logan Paul's video he posted to his millions of followers. Now, no person or company should support Logan Paul's behavior. As Dan TDM once said, do better. Another person also said this: celebrity doxing is wrong, but a celebrity doxing a normal person is just uncalled for. So I mean, based off what I mentioned earlier and what I'm reading in these comments, the general belief is that what Logan Paul did is considered doxing. Now, before we move on to the whole Ludwig update, I wanted to show you guys this really funny edit that Rosanna put in her video.
An attention-hungry little clout goblin who has made it her entire identity to speak negatively on all things Mr. B. An attention-hungry little clout goblin.
I think there's someone hanging right there.
An attention-hungry little clout goblin.
CoffeeZilla, you're slimy as Thank you, CoffeeZilla. And I am very grateful for your work and your investigation.
An attention-hungry little clout goblin.
Also, the Fiesta Nachos, my personal favorite.
Clout goblin.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Clout goblin, clout goblin, clout goblin.
I've made a severe and continuous
lapse in my judgment.
Now, it is hilarious to me that Logan Paul is calling people hungry clout goblins. Anyways, moving on to the Ludwig update. Ludwig called out Logan Paul on stream and said that he was faking drinking his own Prime and essentially does not even like his own drink.
So I sneakily grabbed his Prime and I was gonna put some in the cap. But when I did, I noticed the color was weird and I took a sip. It was water. Logan Paul replaced the Prime with water. Anyway, Logan Paul took the time to see this video and reply. He said, I had a singular Prime I brought in myself. I drank the Prime, ran out of Prime, no more Prime. Options. 1, throw out empty Prime bottle and miss opportunity for brand placement in a Mr. Beast video while I drink out of a random water bottle. Throw out bottle or fill it with water, the only liquid they gave us at the time, and continue to plug, always plug. I chose option 2. You also thought I rigged the game. I didn't. You also thought I left on purpose. I didn't. Stop being a hater. To which I think Logan makes a lot of sense here. The only thing I would say in response, why did you sue CoffeeZilla? Why did you sue CoffeeZilla after thanking him for exposing the crypto fraud that you're a part of? Are you scared of what future things he's going to say? Why are you suing CoffeeZilla? Why are you replying to me joking and talking about a water bottle scandal and not replying to CoffeeZilla and you suing him into silence? Why? What are you scared of him saying things? Why are you suing CoffeeZilla? Can reply to that. What? You're worried about a water bottle. Why are you suing a fellow YouTuber? What? Reply to that. And I was so close to getting back on the Logan Paul train. Lord knows I was so close. And then he went and sued CoffeeZilla. I think he's a piece of shit. I think it's a piece of shit move. He won't reply to that shit.
Now, the funny thing is, Logan decided to respond to this on a comment on one of his clips. Take a look.
There's a streamer named Ludwig. I met him for the first time in Mr. Beast's Influencer Box Challenge. I go online the other day, and I see this dude preaching to his audience about how I don't actually drink Prime.
I decided to grab Logan Paul's Prime. It was water. So I'm pretty sure that motherfucker is lying.
I walked in with a Prime. I drank the Prime in the first 30 minutes, hour, whatever. Jimmy's team was bringing water bottles to drink. So my options were drink out of the water bottle and throw the Prime out, or pour the water in the Prime so I at least am still marketing my product. Evidently, in one of the challenges, he goes, yeah, I'm a cheater. I went to go take a sip of Logan's Prime.
Wait, why would that be cheating?
You're supposed to have a lot of saliva to melt the cookie so you can carve out your cookie.
Right.
This dude, Ludwig, accused me of rigging Mr. Beast challenge.
I thought this shit was rigged for you. Did you guys have some extra info?
Nope. He accused me of cheating and then admits to cheating.
And me being a fucking cheater, I decided to grab Logan Paul's Prime.
Imagine if he went to cheat in the actual Squid Games. What would happen?
Now, honestly, that is literally the most perfect response right there. I mean, that is a W take from Ludwig once again. Now, obviously, behind the whole water bottle situation, it's a whole he said, she said type thing. But the fact is, it was a side story just to poke fun at. Nobody really even cares what really happened there. If anything, he should be addressing the whole CoffeeZilla situation and him suing CoffeeZilla for exposing the whole crypto situation. That's the stuff he should actually be addressing, not a joke that Ludwig made about him not liking his own drink. But I mean, we all know by now, Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul are always going to avoid accountability. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Now, I do know that Mr. Beast did just put out a tweet basically saying, oh, we investigated ourselves and found ourselves innocent. But I'm not buying that at all. Anyway, if he really wants to clear his name, make a video, address every single allegation, every single Discord message, address every single instance onto why you were deleting illegal lottery videos. We didn't forget about that one, did we? Until you address all those rumors, nobody's gonna be on your side, buddy. Now, moving on, I wanted to show you guys this clip that Logan actually put in his response video. It's pretty intriguing.
Oh, and I also saw this video.
As of right now, it is believed that all of the lunches are being discontinued.
So again, that tweet you guys just saw that said it was discontinued, we actually have an update on that. Turns out the person who actually took the picture came out and spoke on it, and he said this: hey, I was the guy who took the photo. This actually was the 4th Kroger's I drove to, and they had told me it was discontinued. By the way, you still haven't even addressed the mold situation. That's the crazy part to me, guys, is during that whole video, he doesn't even mention it a tiny bit. Plain and clear, he was using this as free advertising for Lunchly. That's what this was. And I mean, that really shows he knows he messed up. Now, once again, there's no way for me to confirm that the guy actually went to all the 4 stores and stuff like he said. That's just what he claims. But I am curious, did any of you guys out there who live near Kroger's see a discontinued sticker or anything like that sort? I'm curious, let me know in the comments. Now, I mean, it's been made clear that Logan does not want to take accountability, and it seems like he never will. I mean, the sad part is when the whole mold situation was brought up on his podcast, he laughed.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Yo!
He thinks this is a whole joke. I mean, obviously, he even mocked all the mold rumors by saying, "I like my cheese moldy, bro," sarcastically. I mean, once again, they've made it clear they're just really money hungry right now. Obviously, they don't care about the health and safety of their fans. They've made that clear. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and that's all the updates I have for you today. But I want to know y'all's thoughts on this whole situation. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, that's all from me, and hopefully, I'll see you guys next time.